What's up everyone, you're watching Spartan G Gaming. Thank you so much for joining me in this next Infinite Warfare video, where today I'm going to try my best to help you as much as I possibly can in unlocking the solar camo body and headgear for all the characters. Now there are 6 characters in total. You will need to get all the headgear and body gear for each and every character to gold. Once you've done that, you will then unlock the diamond, and then once you've done that diamond unlocked, you will then get the solar camo. Okay, so the solar camo is quite hard to get. If there are certain challenges within the body gear or the headgear that you're looking for, hopefully I'm going to help you as much as I can today to unlock them. So feel free to wind the video on, guys, to your specific character, if there is a specific character that you are looking to get a challenge out of the way for. So we're going to start off with the first rig, which is the Warfighter. Now the headgear, every headgear for every character is very easy. You shouldn't struggle with this. It ranges from 200 kills just wearing the Warfighter, and also maybe just getting, like, you know, triple kills 60 times without dying, that kind of thing. Very easy challenge, normal kind of gameplay in Call of Duty, so you shouldn't struggle with them. It's more about the body gear. Now when you come to the body gear, if you haven't done this already, guys, one of the hardest challenges I found with the Warfighter character was earning 500 score with a single combat focus activation 25 times. I think I was just going the wrong way about it. But equip the combat focus as your payload. When you get to use it, obviously you're going to use your bumper buttons, both buttons down at the same time. Your bumper buttons, it will activate your combat focus, but it's trying to activate the combat focus at the right time when you know you're going to score, because you need to score big. Remember, you need 500 points in total. I would recommend playing Domination, Kill Confirmed, game modes like that, where you're going to earn high score anyway. But I use mine mostly in Domination when I'm about to take an enemy point. You're going to get 300 points straight away. As soon as, just before you take the point, activate your combat focus. Then it's just a matter of getting a couple of kills when the enemy come running in to try and take that point back. It makes it very easy. Another great game mode to play in is Kill Confirmed. Kill Confirmed, once you kill the enemy, once you use your combat activation, will give you high points for killing the enemy, but it will also give you high points as well for collecting the dog tags. So, you know, when you start to get used to this and you're using it at the right times, remember the combat focus will only, you know, stay active for about maybe 5 or 6 seconds, something like that, so you've got to use it at the right time, but you'll be earning thousands of points, more than the 500 you need, so you'll find it pretty easy by the end. Another thing I would recommend as well is using your map a lot, guys, when you do play and use this combat focus, because you need to know that the enemy are around before you use it, otherwise it's going to run out, going to be no enemy around, you won't get your 500 points you need, so use it at the right time. You can see me clocking up the points there, guys, and like I said, hopefully I've made that a little bit easier for you, giving you a few tips there. The next one we move along to now, most of these other challenges for the Warfighter are very easy. I never really struggled once with any of the overdrive challenges. They just come in normal gameplay. It's very easy to use these other payloads and traits. You just equip them, and you'll find that, yeah, you'll probably rack up about maybe 2 or 3 with some of these challenges within one game. So again, I'm not going to go through any of these showing you videos because they are very easy. It'd be a waste of time. We're now going to move on then to the next character in line, which is the second one down now, which is the Merc character. I like for using the Merc. He's got some good payloads. Now, the first bodysuit in the line we're going to go through in a moment, but again, just to let you know that the headgear for any character are all roughly the same. They all range from getting kills with a certain, you know, rig, or maybe just getting triple kills, that kind of thing. So that's all very, very easy. Nothing really that hard at all. It's more the bodysuits that we're on. So one of the first bodysuits is the absorbing, well, there's 2 bodysuits actually, the stable and the oakwood. You need 4,000 damage with the reactive armor. That is really easy, guys. Just equip it, go out, have normal gameplay. You'll find that it's very, very easy. Now the Titan bodysuit and the EOD kill 2 enemies with a single ball charge activation 10 times. Now when I first started this, when the game was first available, I struggled with it, and then I gave up with it. I didn't bother anymore. Coming back to it to try and unlock this solar camo and the black sky bodysuit and headgear, I did find it a struggle in the first few hours of gameplay, but then I started to use my tactics, and it depends on what game mode you're playing on, that kind of thing. So what I'd recommend is always play hardcore. There's no harm in playing standard core mode, it's just I prefer to play hardcore. So I'd just say play something that, you know, you're feeling very happy with and you're comfortable with. And what I would recommend is when you do use the bull charge, obviously when it's ready and available to use it at the right time when you know the enemy are going to be in front of you. The bull charge actually does stay available for quite a period of time. You'll see in some of these videos here, it does last quite a few seconds. So you've got plenty of time to kill the 2 enemies that you need with 1 activation of it. And it will charge around, but you can actually, you know, steer the thing round. It's actually an amazing payload, it really is. And by the time I was starting to get halfway into some of these challenges with this full charge, I started to really enjoy it. It's one of the fun, exciting payloads I think I've used from any character. And it frustrates the enemy as well. That's the best thing of all, because when they get hit by the bull charge, it whacks them for 6. And it's very frustrating for them. But like I said, you just charge at the right time, click your bumper buttons, activate. You'll probably end up getting 3, maybe 4. I have had a video where I've had 4 full charge hits with 1 use of it, so it can be done, guys. But go into the enemy spawns, go into the hot areas, use it at the right time, and get those 2 kills you need 10 times. That's me unlocking the bodysuit for it. Then we move on to the bunker, where we need to get 5 ground slams. Kills while using the shockwave train. I haven't got a video on this, but it is very easy, guys. You only need 5 kills. Jump up as high as you can to the walls. When you see the enemy down below, jump down on them, holding your B button down, and that will then do a shockwave. It'll kind of punch the ground, and if they're in close proximity, it will kill them. You only need 5, very easy challenge. Next one is the sandstone. Regenerate your health and also the turtle bodysuit to full health 25 times while using infusion tray. Again, that's very easy. We're now going to move on to the next character now, though, which is the Synaptic character. Again, the headgear, very easy challenges, so we won't go through them. We're more going to talk about the bodysuits when we have just shown you all the headsuits. So some of these headgears are pretty awesome for the Synaptic character. Some are not so good. But on to the body gear. Okay, so the ruggedized. Activate rewind while damaged 50 times. Now that is quite an easy challenge. You just equip your payload, the rewind, and you'll find that will just happen in normal gameplay. You won't even realise you're damaged. Sometimes you'll just use it and it will give you 1 towards your 50. Then the next one, mark it, and also the swamp work. Kill 4 enemies with a single Reaper activation 10 times. Now this is another video I'm going to make, guys, because this is an absolutely awesome payload. It's very, very exciting when you use it, but when I first started to use the Reaper, I started to use it at the wrong time. It was kind of about 50-50 really. When I just used it out of the blue, when I thought, okay, there may be enemy in front of me, I'll use it now. 50-50, I would kill 4 enemy. 50-50, I'd only probably kill 1 or maybe 2 enemy. Then the activation of it would then disappear. I'd wasted my chance. There is a little bit later on in the videos when I show you, I've got plenty of these to show you because it is a hard challenge, this one. But I've worked out an easier way to get those 4 kills you need with the Reaper activation. It worked every single time I'd done it. It was 100% guaranteed that I got it. And I'm not joking, guys. When I show you this to you, how I do it, you can try it yourself. And like I said, you know, I would guarantee 100% of the time that you are going to get those 4 kills. You can use whatever game mode you want, but for this challenge, I found that in the core mode, just standard core mode, worked better, because I found in hardcore, when the enemy was shooting me as I charged towards them with the Reaper, they were killing me near enough instantly. But in core mode, it takes the enemy a little bit longer to shoot you, so it gives you more chance to get that 4th kill. So go into standard core mode for this, guys. But as you can see in these first few clips that I'm showing you here, I'm just using it randomly at any time when I thought the enemy was coming. Some of the times, like I said, I got the 4 kills, some I didn't. And I always recommend using that thermal as well. If you use the thermal, it will help you, but obviously if they have the counter onto the thermal, the enemy, then you won't see them. But as you can see, I'm still getting the kills anyway. Now this is the great tip, guys. Right at the start of the second round of domination in standard core mode, go straight towards those points where I'm showing you here, and I will guarantee you that you will get the 4 kills every single time. What happens is, obviously at the start of round 2 in domination, you know exactly where all the enemy are going to be. So that's the best thing about it. But obviously you'll have to gain and earn your Reaper through the first match, okay? So the first round, build up your Reaper. It will take you all that time to probably get it, but don't use it before the second round. As soon as the second round starts, you've got 5 seconds before you can use it. Run towards one of these points I'm showing you. Go round the back of the enemy, in front of whatever you want to do, and I'll guarantee you get those 4 kills every single time. Sometimes 5, 6, 7 kills you'll get all in one game or use of it. I'm doing the same here on the Frontier map. We have to wait 5 seconds before we can use it, but it's the start of the second round. I'm going to use it now. Go charging down here, guys. Very rare sometimes the enemy, they'll all be going after these points. Look at this, you just rack up the kills and you'll get these 4 kills easy. It's a very, very easy little tip that I'm giving you here, guys. Again, on terminal, start of the second round, We're playing hardcore, so it's not showing in the bottom. But like I said, I would recommend normally that you use your core mode for this. It does help. But even in hardcore, I can prove I can do it in hardcore as well, even though it's a lot harder. But straight away, second round, go round the side, get up to that point where they've already taken. I'll guarantee you there'll be enemies standing around. It's a really great tip to use. And get those 4 kills easy, guys, because that's what it's all about, trying to do these challenges as easy as we possibly can. We don't want to struggle with them. I'm going to show you one more clip here, guys, the last clip. Again, we're in the second round. Now, rushing through this point here, use the same, copy me, guys, copy what I do, you'll find it so easy. And look, 1, 2, there's another one over here, going for point B, another one. We're going to go round the side, because sometimes the enemy come from there. Try and work out where the enemy go right from the start. Where do you go? That's 4 or 5 kills. You know, it's so easy, guys. So hopefully my tips will help you there. But I loved using that Reaper. Once I'd worked out that little tactic, it improved my gameplay with that Reaper, and you're clocking up your kill-death ratio as well. 4 kills without dying. Brilliant. Okay, next one is the crowd control. Activate the rushdown trait 200 times. And then there's another one in Viro, so 400 in total need to activate the rushdown. Now, the rushdown is very, very easy to use. You just put it in as your trait, and then every single few seconds of the game, you just click your right stick, either right or left, you click it down, stick right, and you'll see the character move. I've got a short video I'm going to show you, just to show you how it works. But remember, you don't even need to kill an enemy. It's just using and activating the rushdown 400 times. So you see that's what happens there, guys. You get that little rush of blue energy as he's, you know, skipping straight into the side, and you just have to clock it up, you know, 400 times. Very easy. Now, the next one is... I've got a video on this, guys, but it's quite tough. You only need 5 kills, but this is obviously equipping your propulsion trait. And what you need to basically do is fly over the enemy using your thrusters, and it will kill them. Okay, I've got a quick video I'm going to show you here. So I've just flown over the enemy. I'm using my thrusters as high as I can. Sometimes you can go higher, it will kill them. But basically, it will kill them over a period of time. Okay, so that's all you need to do. Just thrust over them, and it will instantly kill them. The next one along is the activate rewind while damaged 25 times. And again, the rewind, as I said before, guys, it is a really easy payload to use. You just need to use your rewind, activate it while you've been damaged 25. It's very easy. You'll do that, no problems at all. The next one is the FTL. Now, we're going into the heads first, and the heads, as I said, guys, are very, very easy. Nothing hard about them whatsoever. So we're more going to concentrate on the bodysuits. I do like the FTL character. Very, very cool character to use. The first one is getting 25 melee kills shortly after using the FTL jump, and there's another one as well, so 50 melee kills shortly after using FTL jump. Remember, you need to get melee kills with this guy, so you can equip your FTL loadout with the character FTL and use that FTL jump. This is how it works, guys. So basically, when it is ready to use and you've earned the right to use the FTL jump, you're going to click your both bumper buttons, as always, guys, with these payloads. At the right time, try and use it. But sometimes you'll get the FTL jump failed, like in that first clip I showed you there. It's very frustrating. But what you've got to do is make sure that you've got enough space in front of you or to the side of you so that you can use that jump. He will jump. Then you need to get your melee kill with it. After a period of time, it becomes very, very easy. Okay, there's nothing really that hard. You need to get 50 of them. It's just more time consuming than anything. But I'm showing you the videos here, guys, just to show you how I do it, and then you can copy me if you want to. It's totally easy. The fun thing about it is that you're kind of jumping, FTL jumping into the enemy's face, and then you're just smacking them in the face. That's fun, guys, isn't it? I do like that challenge. I did like it. I probably won't never use it again as a normal kind of when I've completed everything. Well, I have completed everything now, to be honest. But probably never use that as a payload. But it is fun, guys. It is fun, and you will have fun, I'm sure, in using it yourself. But there's me unlocking the actual bodysuit for that FTL jumping when I got to my 50th one. And also unlocked the gold as well, because I'd unlocked all the other challenges. Okay, now down to the forest, where we need to use the power slide trait, kill an enemy while sliding, and using ADS 25 times. Now, again, the next suit along is the same one, so it goes up to 50 in total, but the power slide is awesome, guys. You won't struggle with that at all. It's a very easy trait to use. Now, kill an enemy who triggered your perception trait 25 times, and then it is a very easy one to use. That you shouldn't struggle with that one. Then we've got the bushwhack and the military spec, where we activate phase shift while damage 25 times. That's an easy one to use, guys. Not a problem at all. But they are the wrong way around, actually, guys. They just need to be the opposite way around. But they're easy. I won't help you with them ones. Now we're moving on to the next character, which is the Stryker character. We are looking at the heads first of all, again, just to show you some of the heads that you can get, which you've probably got yourself already. And then we're more looking at the bodies for this. So the first one along, kill 2 enemies with a single gravity vortex shot 10 times. There is another one if you skip it round to the right, which is the danger one as well, and you need to get 25 in total. So equip your payload as the gravity vortex gun. Now, I did find this challenge pretty easy. This video I'm showing you here, with one use of it, I did get the 4 kills that I needed. So you need 2 kills with 1 activation of it. So there's 2 kills there. And then I'm shooting it down there. So you get 2 uses only, guys. Then the vortex gravity gun will disappear. But again, I get another 2 kills. That's the way you want to try and do it all the time, guys. With just one use of it, I got 4 kills. So that's 2 added to my 25 that I need in total. When you're doing it like that, it's very easy. Not every time you can do it. Sometimes you can only use it once and get the 2 kills you need. Game modes, I'd recommend domination, kill confirm, that kind of thing. Just, you know, I think it's more a matter of the game maps that you play. Something like Frontier, Genesis, they're the ones where you're going to really get the 2 kills every time with one single use. But use it sparingly. So remember, you've only got 2 shots with it. I would recommend just firing 1 vortex out first, trying to see if it gets 2 kills, let it disappear, then firing your second one. Sometimes if you fire rapidly, 1 or 2 of the vortexes there might kill 1 each, so it wouldn't count, guys. You've got to make sure that they're separate, get 2 kills with 1 vortex. Then we're down to the Europa. Kill 2 enemies with a single micro turret 25 times. That's the same as another one, field work, down there as well. So it's 50 kills you need with a micro turret, 2 kills at a time with the micro turret. So if that makes sense, guys, basically I'm going to show you a video on it anyway. Now, when you equip your payload, the micro turret, this is a very useful payload. But the only trouble is it only works if the enemy hasn't got blind eye on. If they've got blind eye on, the micro turret won't see them. They'll shoot your micro turret. It only takes about 1 bullet and then it will destroy it. So that becomes very frustrating. But when you're in a room, when you've got enemies without the blind eye on, the micro turret will get kill after kill. Remember, you need 2 with 1 use of it. So they will rack up. But one thing that I started to do was play this on hardcore. Now, there's no problem doing this in hardcore. I was doing it. But then I was coming into a few games and I wanted to actually find out who was having blind on, that kind of thing. So I knew whether it was a game room that I was, you know, being beneficial in, because it's pointless being in a room with every character got blind on. You're not going to get your micro turret kills. So then I started to go on to the standard core mode, where I let the enemy kill me and I was looking at their perks that they had on. And if any, and I found that most of the team were having the blind on, I came out of the room because it was just pointless. I was after these turret kills, nothing else. But that's the one way I was doing it. If you were finding that, you know, the enemy that were killing you didn't have blind eye on, they're the rooms that you want to keep in, because you know your micro turret is going to kill them. And like I said, when it does start to kill them, it will get kill after kill after kill. It's a very, very useful payload to use. Like that character there, he hasn't got blind on. He come right up to try and kill and shoot and destroy my micro turret. He did that in the end, but then I shot him, thankfully. But again, you want to try and make sure that the enemy, or the enemies that you're playing with, haven't got blind on. You'll probably find that it's about maybe 75%, 25% kind of with players, where 75% will have blind eye on, 25% won't. But when it's like that, you just got to struggle on. But like I said, use your standard core modes, and then you can assess what the enemy's like. Because you've got to know your enemy, guys. Otherwise, it's pointless doing these challenges. But that's the way I done it. I found it very easy. And yeah, you'll get your kills racking up with the micro turret. Like I said, a very useful payload. Then we're moving on now to the engineer, which is killing 50 enemies that have been pinged by your relay trait. Now, this is a very good challenge. The trait relay kind of allows you, and I would recommend putting your trip mines on. I recommend having trip mines on. But again, with this relay, you've got to be careful. Because if an enemy has the engineer on, the enemy will then counter your trip mines and also your relay. So it won't work. Also, Ghost will counter relay. So you've got to be careful, okay? So a lot of the time, the trip mines that I'm going to say, I'd equip 2 of them, guys, so it makes your chances better in gameplay. But all it's got to do is ping. If you haven't got an enemy who's got those perks on that I said, it will ping just like that. There's an enemy taking our point there. Like, I'll put it out just to show you that it needs to ping. Once it pings, you can shoot them, or you can let your trip mine blow it up, or blow the enemy up, sorry. Once it's done that, that's one towards the 50 that you need. If anything, it's a little bit time consuming, okay? So you just got to work with it, and there's 2 suits to this. I mustn't forget to tell you, there's 2 suits to this. 50 for the first suit, which is the engineer that we said, and the next one is the asteroid, which will then tell you need 100 in total. But they will rack up, guys, but use your 2 trip mines, and keep an eye on your players, whether they've got the ghost on or the engineer, because it will help your chances in knowing which ones is going to relay and work better for you. Now, the hardened trait for the next one. The hardened trait is very, very easy to use. This is probably one of the best traits that I've ever used, to be honest. Again, I would recommend that you use your 2 trip mines, but if an enemy, again, has got the engineer on, it won't register, it won't obviously use your trip mine to blow them up, so you've got to be careful again with this one. But the best thing about the hardened trait is when you do have this equipped, is that it will allow you to have 3 trip mines out at the same time. You don't have to use trip mines, you can do other things. That's just what I found easy, the trip mines. But you can have 3 trip mines out at the same time. You can also get kills through your death as well. So when you die, your trip mines will still kill people if you have them available and still have them out. So keep planting them about everywhere, guys. It is an amazing thing. You will see your trip mines kill an enemy left, right and centre. And again, I die here, but again, my trip mines, as you see, because I left them out through death, I get 2 kills straight away with 2 of the trip mines I left out. But the best thing is you get 3 trip mines out at the same time. And that is brilliant, guys. How great can that be? So that's 75 kills will come thick and fast. It really shouldn't cause you any bother, but you've got to use it in the right way. Just keep getting your trip mines out. Use 2 at a time as well. Put the trip mines in areas where you know the enemy are going to roughly be running out from, and it will work wonders. So that's the end of that one. Now we're going on to the last character of all, which is the Phantom. Again, the headgear, very, very easy to achieve. We're more focusing again on the body gear. Now, the Phantom character I do like using, but again, some of his challenges can be very demanding. This one here, the Granite, killed 2 enemies with a single ballista shot 1 time. Now, I was very, very lucky with this challenge. I only did this the other day. It was the first attempt that I had at it. I didn't really like using the ballista shotgun to be, or the shot pistol there, the EM3. So I only used it the other day. And the first game that I equipped the ballista, the first use of it, I actually got this challenge out of the way. So I was super ecstatic that I got it. But if I was going to help you into getting this yourself, where you need to get kill 2 enemies with 1 bullet, I would recommend that you just run towards the enemy spawns, know where they're running out from, and try and get those, 2 kills with 1 bullet. I was just static. I don't need to show any more videos, guys, because I couldn't be bothered with the challenge after that, but I achieved it after the first use of it. Challenge done. Then the Tundra, get 25 melee kills using active camo. There is another one as well, the multi-camo. So you need 50 melee kills while using active camo. Again, this is an easy challenge. I will show you a few videos, just in case you are struggling with this. But when your activation is ready to use on the active camo, use it at the right time when you know enemy are about. Remember, you're only going to get 1 try at getting the melee kill. Because if you do punch out, try and get a kill, and you miss the enemy, your activation of the active camo will disappear. And you will have to earn your active camo again, if that makes sense, guys. So you've got to use it wisely. A lot of the times now, a lot of enemy are getting used to the active camo, so they're shooting you before you get there. But come up behind them. You will find it easy, guys. I don't think you'll struggle with that one. The Mantis, now this is where, again, another challenge becomes a little bit more difficult. You've got 2 bodysuits here. You've got the Mantis and the Sand-Dune, where you need to kill 2 enemies in a single activation of Pulsar 25 times in total. Now, the Pulsar is a very good payload to use. It will highlight the enemy. And again, there are some perks that can counter this, so it's not going to highlight all the enemies. So if they are hardwired on in perk 3, then it won't highlight them, and you won't get the kill for it. Okay, so you've got to be careful. Again, I mean, I played most of mine, and some of the challenges are near enough getting close kills, but the majority of them you will get your 2 kills. But again, run into the enemy spawns, run into the hotspot zones where you know enemy are going to be. Choose your maps as well, where you know they're very close quarters, say like Genesis, Frontier, Frost, like this one here, Precinct. They're all good maps to get enemy very close to each other, so you can get those 2 kills away. Remember, the Pulsar doesn't last too long, I meant to say, guys. But when you do use the Pulsar, it only lasts for a few seconds, so you've got to use it very, very quickly as soon as you can. As you can see here, I'm racking them up. I'm showing you how to do it. Copy me, guys, where I'm doing it, when I'm doing it. Activate it as soon as you see the enemy in front of him. Let the Pulsar work for you and get the 2 kills that you need. But yeah, I started to struggle with this to start with, but then eventually when I was getting into it, it became easy. But that's the camo unlocked there. So now we're moving on to the Europa now, which is the rear guard of the trait. You need to just kill 2 enemies and then 25 for the second one, the Wildwood bodysuit. 25 enemies after they damage your rear guard shield. Now I'm going to show you one video on this, guys, just so you have a little idea of what it's about if you're struggling with this. But basically when you equip your rear guard, you'll have a big shield on your back. All you need to do is have an enemy shoot you. So you're probably better off doing this on the standard core mode, so it gives you a chance to survive a couple of bullets. But like here, guys, I'm getting shot in the back. Turn around, shoot the enemy that shot you, and that's one of your rear guards. That's one towards the 25 you need. Simple as that. That is it, guys. That's all I'm going to show you. I'm now going for the Black Sky guy, so I'll make that video and then I'll leave a link to that. But the Black Sky is the one I'm after now. But that's the solar camo, guys. Remember, you'll need to earn your gold camo and then the diamond, getting all the characters at gold. Then you can then unlock that solar camo. Very good challenge, guys, and a lovely suit to add. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Take care. Please subscribe.